Just thought I'd give a little quick update here. I'm down here at the farm. It's kind of late. Right now it is 6:45. So just gonna jump on here, a little quick update. Tomorrow we're gonna do some work on the culvert. See what we can, sorry, glasses are falling. See what we can get done. We'll go from there. In the meantime, I just took my chainsaw and cut a little tree slice out. As you can see how thick it is there. It's just a little something I'm kind of playing with, trying to get my chainsaw usage back up where I don't hurt anybody with a chainsaw, and I kind of practice just a little bit. You know, you never can be too safe with those things. But yeah, so it's just a little live update. You can kind of see the shop here. Let me see if I can turn the camera around. Yeah, there we go. I'll kind of show you a little bit of a walk through the shop here. We're a bit in disarray. Still have the Bobcat to work on, yes. We've got, of course, replacing the deck on this mower. This is our neighbor's, actually. We're doing a little bit of transmission work over here. That is on the trencher. We're hopefully going to have an update on that here soon. Got another little project right there, that Dodge truck. Going to replace some, I believe it's some AC lines, stuff like that. So just kind of give you a little walk through of this little area here. Here's the shop and everything with it there. Toolbox and benches. Oh, I gotta organize all that stuff. We've got some chainsaws that are apart right here that we're gonna use for some winter projects. We've got a chainsaw we're using right now, but those are gonna be some winter projects to be able to do stuff when it gets a little bit cold. We're not able to do a lot outside. We're trying to fix a lot of that stuff, and we've got to organize a lot of this. And yes, we still lack a lot of things in the house. So that is yet to come a little bit later. So here we go, just kind of a little shop update and kind of see what's going on with everything we got. Like I said, I'm just doing a little walk around just kind of so you can see our setup. We've changed a lot of things, and I've got to go through so many things. Honestly, we need to have a yard sale. True story, truthfully. I mean, I've got 2 of those saws. I don't really need 2 of those saws. So I need to have a little bit of a garage sale / barn sale, stuff like that. Try to get rid of some of this stuff and try to hopefully make some room. Of course, usually make room for more stuff. That's usually how that goes. So there we are. A little short update, not very much, but starting to get kind of dark. So we'll walk out here and I'll show you what we're doing tonight. We are, all the birds and everything. It's pretty out here tonight. We are gonna stay the night in the camper tonight just to kind of see, I don't know, just change things up a little bit. You know, here we are. We'll get over here. I love that sky. So we'll see what we got there. So, oh, see some people in the chat. Awesome. Hey, everyone. Can't pronounce some of those usernames. Sorry about that. But yeah, just kind of showing you a little bit of around here, kind of what's going on. I'm doing well, by the way. Hi to everyone. So just kind of, we'll do a little bit more walking around in here. Let's see, we've got a lot of stuff. There's actually an above ground lift there. So we bought that one. We were going to use it. We didn't use it because we found a better deal on that one. So we got that one up, and it's actually completely working 100%. We put that Dodge truck 2500 on it. We put my 1-ton F350 on it. It does really well. I'll go over here, kind of walk over, try not to shake too much where everybody can kind of see what we're doing. So what kind of tractors do I own? Okay. So right now I own, well, look at this lift and I'll tell you about that. See, we've got the bolts in the ground, everything there. So now, well, I can tell you we're far from rich. We just found a really good deal on that above ground lift, 100%. So, but we'll go out here to the tractors here. So this one is a Ford 1510. That was the first tractor that I bought when I got the property. I own that. Of course, we've got the Coyote enclosed air and heat side by side. We have an International 574. I believe it's a 73 model. We've still got the fuel pump, off of it. And it's just a big project. It's a huge project. Off in the distance over there, there's my Coyote. I got a Coyote DK 4710. That's pretty much our main go-to track that we use. It's got the pallet forks and hay spear, all the good stuff on it. And right there is the trencher. That's the ditch witch there. So we've got all the fixings for all that, and the Skyjack is over there. So that's pretty much, there's a Mahindra tractor out there that's actually my uncle's. We've got to do a little bit of work on. So yeah, we'll see there. What is my favorite car? Well, I'm tempted to say my F350 because it's paid for. But so dream car, it's a tough one. I'd say my dream car is and this is going to be a far fetch here. Dream car is probably a 1969 Lincoln Continental, hardtop, 4-door, no post, with the suicide doors on the back. That's just me, honestly. I don't know why those cars just look awesome. I've loved them ever since. You know, you watch. That's what JFK used to have when he was driving around in his motorcade, I guess you'd say. But he had the drop top. I think they had drop tops then. But I kind of like the hard top. That's just me. Truth be told. So, but no, thank you. So I like it, and I can't say I wouldn't do a little bit of work to it, soup it up just a little bit. I would make it to where it's drivable in traffic, because sometimes they didn't have a lot of get up and go. So I do a little bit of tweaking to it here and there. So, all right, we'll turn it around there. Oh, thank you. Oh, from Canada. Wow. Awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in, Canada. There we go. Goodness gracious. Tells you YouTube can reach all kinds of different places. So we'll just walk around a little bit more here. It's kind of dark outside. I'd like to show you a little bit more. May try to go live tomorrow morning to show you a little bit more. We've got a grain cart right there that we just bought. Haven't put it to much use yet. So, oh, from Arizona. Awesome. Arizona, hello to you too. All right. So, like I said, this is still a huge work in progress. We're still building it, trying to build the channel up. You know, the big thing is if I could build the channel up to where it could self-sustain and provide a little bit more income, I probably would have a little bit more money to be able to spend on house projects and things like that, because I still have to do the plumbing, and I have to have a licensed plumber to do it, just because of where I'm at in the zoning laws and everything. I've got to have somebody licensed to do my plumbing and my HVAC. That's two things that I have to, because I can't do those myself. Oddly enough, I was able to do the electrical, which kind of surprised me. But I mean, it's considered an owner build, so that's why I was able to do the electrical. So I'll flip back around here. As you can see, we've got the main panel right there, and our main power is actually in the bathroom back there. I don't know if you can see we'll walk over here. I don't know if you can see the panels there. Now you can't really see the panel. We've got where they're kind of screwed to the wall right there on the wood. The panels are on the outside. I've got two services, one for the shop, one for the house, just to make it easier where my lights won't flicker when I'm using the lift in the house. But there's the main box there. We've got all the Romex run. We just don't have anything connected. We've got some temporary circuits just so we have some power in here. So that's kind of what we're doing there. So just to kind of get us by where we can use fans and use the lift and use all of those things there. So I don't know if it's too dark outside. We'll see if it's dark out here. Yeah, if y'all can still see, that'll work. Yes, Professor Oak, temporary, quote unquote, air quotes. 100% temporary. Never mind, we've been using it for a while. But anyway, so, I don't know if y'all can, it's kind of dark there. I don't know if you can kind of see. I'll let the light adjust. There's the camper. I'll be staying in there tonight, so. Mom and Dad are actually staying down here with me tonight. They ran to go get something to eat. I've been doing some intermittent fasting at night. So far, it's worked pretty good. I'll be honest with you, I can't complain. It's doing really well, helping. So, am I a former mechanic? So, I actually am not. My father is an ASE Master Tech in diesel and automotive. So he's the one that does a lot of the mechanic work on our channel and everything there. I learned by osmosis, so I kind of learned from him. And learn by doing, learn by all the things that I see him do. Am I a mechanic by any means? No. But I have learned how to do a few mechanical things, and I picked up on some things just to see, I mean, just come by it honest. You know, I mean, I can change my oil. I can tell you if sounds bad, I can tell you if I'm being ripped off at a mechanic shop. Let me go back in here where the light is. I can tell you if I'm being ripped off by a mechanic shop, or if I can tell you if there's something that's going on with the car that's like bad, you know, like don't drive it bad, got issues, stuff like that. And there's little things I can kind of self-diagnose on my vehicles, other vehicles. Yeah, you don't want to get completely ripped off, we'll say that, because sad to say there's dishonest ones out there. But anyway, so we'll go from, well, so that's kind of what just the amount of knowledge that I have, probably just enough to be dangerous and maybe just a little bit more. So let's see. Flip back around here, we can see the shop. There we are. No. So here we go. I tell you what, we'll walk through the house just a little bit too, just to kind of Well, we got y'all on live here. I got my buddy storing this lumber down here because he moved to a smaller house, and I'll be honest with you, I may end up buying it from him because I can always use lumber. So if I can get my flashlight going, yeah, here we go. So in this room right here is a bunch of junk. This is the guest room right there, and there's a closet over there in the corner for it. This, also a bunch of other junk, is the master bedroom. Yeah, bunch of storage in there. And there's the master closet and master baths on the other side of that. The machine I use the most often, here's a small bathroom and then the mud room, probably my Coyote DK 4710, if I had to guess. Just a guesstimation there. Here's the main living area. We still got it really open. That's probably the Coyote that I use, is probably the one that I use the most, just because of everything that we lift around here. We've got round bales of hay. I don't know if you can see them. Hold on, we'll walk out here. We've got round bales of hay, and that's what we feed our cows. So that's really kind of what we use for machine, because we do have to use those round bales. So yeah, the living space, so it's living room over here, just kind of to that area. Kitchen, gonna put an island right there because under that tub is a big drain, so I can put a sink in the middle, and then this is just gonna be like a little sitting area up there, and that is just a completely open room. There's no bathrooms. There's electrical up there, but there's no bathrooms or anything like that, so it can be used multi-purpose for anything there. So this is just a little broom closet. I had wasted space under my stairs, so I did this and just made it a little broom closet. I'm gonna close the end of that too, under those stairs, so nothing drops down into there. So that's kind of the gist of it. So yeah, a lot of potential. If I can get this thing rolling, it would be fantastic, but we just gotta wait on the finances to to get in. So, because we're building it as we go, we're not doing it with any type of a construction loan or anything like that right now. So yeah, and what I want to do, ventilated weld room would be good. See that wall right there? It's just metal. So I'm gonna put on each side, I have it flattened out with just chert like this right here, all along the side. I'm gonna put 15 foot of concrete out that way and all the way down the distance of the house and barn, and put a lean-to over. I'm gonna close in this back, be 15 by 40, probably make it a tool room so I can make it a ventilated weld room. The other side I'm gonna turn into probably like a mother-in-law suite. Honestly, I may even not do that. I may just make it like a little one-bedroom type deal and put a little storage thing at the back of it. Because I'd really like to have somewhere where I could just maybe store tools. That may be what this morphs into, but I want to get them built and then get the doors in and everything, because I'm going to put a little small garage on the back of this, because I can pull a tractor right in here, because as you can see, it's hard to see now, it's dark, but you can drive a vehicle all the way up there. Oh, and there's my, get my flashlight out here. There's my other piece of equipment, my skid steer there. It's got some problems. We traded for it with another big backhoe, so it's got a few little problems with it we got to work on, but it runs and it works pretty well. Just some leaks and little things. But see all this ground right here, it goes all the way the distance up there. So we're gonna put add-ons on the side on wings, and then kind of go on both sides, close it in, and then use it as like a multi-purpose type deal. So yeah, so that's a little update on everything that we've got. So we'll kind of go from there. We're gonna try to upload I got another video coming out this Sunday. All of our videos drop on Sunday at about 5 o'clock, I believe it is. Maybe do it at 12. I haven't really decided yet. It's gonna be Sunday afternoon, so we're gonna do all that there. So changed out the grease in our bearing. Oh yeah. We try to, every time we use the tractor, we pretty much try to re-grease everything, because, and I say use, like if I'm just gonna get in the tractor and drop a bale of hay off, I usually don't. But if I'm gonna be bush hogging and doing a bunch of stuff all day long, we'll re-grease the tractor every single time, just to make sure, because you never want to have any of those bearings start smoking. I actually had a disc mower that had the universal joint on the back of it. It kind of was at an angle, and we didn't realize it, and we ran it out of grease, and it kept running, and then just pop, snapped. So now we actually use red lithium is what we use. We don't use a gray grease. I'm trying to see if I had some of that grease somewhere. I bought a big box of it. I can't find hardly anything here half the time. So. But oh yeah, here we go. It's called Mystic. Oops, let me flip around. I'll show you what we use. Yeah, it's this right here, high temp, multi-purpose. It's this red high temp grease Mystic number 2. Let's see. Yeah, this is what we use because it's really good for the high temp work that we do. I mean, we've always used that on everything that we've ever had to grease, and we've always had really good results from it, I guess you'd say. Yeah, and I know what you mean. Yeah, the gray grease for like the skid steer, absolutely. Yeah, we haven't really put the skid steer into major service, well, using it service yet because it does have some issues. So right now, the only thing I've done with it is I've used that that red lithium grease, and just kind of put the hay spear on it and drop a bale of hay out in the field. So once we start really using it, like maybe get a front mower for it, of course, we're gonna go over it with a fine tooth comb and get all the hydraulics and everything done, but also probably put the heavier duty grease in that. And then if we're gonna do, once we do that, because that's probably the most heavy duty, piece of equipment that I own right now. Tractor's pretty heavy duty, and honestly, if we go to the gray grease in that, I'll probably put gray grease in the Coyote as well, just because I'll have it, so make it a lot easier then. So. All right, well, yeah. There's the big project. We get that thing done, that'll be much of a headache gone. So, well, this was a quick little update. So, I thought I'd do a little short live. Of course, it said short live, and it turned into a 16-minute live. So, that's how those things go. All right, I'm gonna go in here in the camper and kick my boots off and relax. But y'all have a good night. We will see y'all later, and we got to get up early in the morning and see if we can't get our culvert unblocked. So y'all have a good night. See y'all later.